On this week's Royal Rewind, try saying that 5 times fast. What color will Katherine's baby be? No, seriously, CNN wants to know. Rumors swirl that Meghan's agency is having crisis talks, plus Taylor Swift is Times Person of the Year. These are my LA Diaries. Revenge is a dish best served cold and on the cover of Time magazine. 33-year-old Taylor Swift blasted Kim Kardashian for taking her down psychologically and forcing her into hiding during their now infamous feud in a candid interview with Time. Taylor was named Times Person of the Year to primarily positive reactions, but there's one headline that is dominating the news cycle. Taylor versus Kim K. Let's rehash the drama that has led Taylor Swift fans to flood Kim Kardashian's Instagram comments with snake emojis. Note, do not tick off Swifties. Back in 2009, Kim coined herself the biggest Taylor Swift fan while chatting with Entertainment Tonight about her favorite song on her iPod. Those were tiny music machines for any TikTokers watching. Kim responded that Love Story by Taylor Swift was her go-to. She reiterated, "I love Taylor Swift. I'm the biggest Taylor Swift fan, bless her heart." Kim's ex Kanye and Taylor have always had beef. I'ma let you finish. But Kim inserted herself in the drama in 2016. Kanye released his highly mediocre single Famous off the already forgotten Life of Pablo album. The lyrics included, "I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex. Why? I made that B word famous." What would Donda do, Kanye? Taylor reacted during her Grammys acceptance speech for Album of the Year by saying, "I want to say to all the young women out there are going to be people along the way who will try to undercut your success or take credit for your accomplishments or your fame. If you just focus on the work and you don't let those people sidetrack you, someday when you get where you're going, you'll look around and you will know that it was you and the people who love you who put you there. And that will be the greatest feeling in the world." Likely resentful over Taylor's victory lap, Kim claimed that Taylor knew about Kanye's plans to release the song and leaked an edited phone call between Kanye and Taylor discussing Famous before its release. Social media loved the drama and vocally sided with Kim and Kanye. They even had a hashtag #KimExposedTaylor party trending on Twitter. Taylor reacted in part on social media by saying, "I would very much like to be excluded from this narrative, one that I never asked to be a part of since 2009. She captioned the post, "That moment when Kanye West secretly records your phone call, then Kim posts it on the internet." In a 2016 episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kris Jenner, Kim's mom, and Doria Ragland's homie, tried to play peacemaker. She asked Kim what would happen if you just called Taylor up and say, "What happened? How did this go so south? I guess I don't understand the motivation to flip. Maybe she took it the wrong way. My advice would be to give Taylor Swift a call." Kim abruptly responded with, "Thank you for your lovely advice, but I'm not going to take it." A year later, Taylor announced the release of her sixth studio album, Reputation, and used snakes throughout her promotion to hijack the snake emoji Kim K fans had posted throughout her Instagram comment section, implying that Taylor was the liar. In a 2019 interview with Elle, Taylor revealed how she coped with the experience, saying, "I learned that disarming someone's petty bullying can be as simple as learning to laugh." In March of 2020, the poop emoji hit the fan again when an unedited version of the 2016 call between Kanye and Taylor was leaked in full on Twitter. Taylor was left vindicated. Kanye had not been forthcoming when it came to his famous lyrics. Taylor had been telling the truth. Fast forward to Taylor's Time People of the Year interview, the Shake It Off singer revealed that her feud with Kim and Kanye felt like a career death and took her psychologically to a place she'd never been before. She says bluntly, "Make no mistake, my career was taken away from me." Taylor claims she moved to a foreign country, didn't leave her rental house for a year. She says, "I was afraid to get on phone calls. I pushed away most people in my life because I didn't trust anyone anymore. I went down really, really hard." of the traumatic experience, Times Person of the Year says she learned a lot, saying, I've also learned there's no point in actively trying to quote unquote defeat your enemies. Trash takes itself out every single time, likely referencing Kanye's full-blown cancellation and Kim's inability to have that horrific photo of her in that cargo dress at the MTV Awards scrubbed from the internet. Now, according to Page Six, Taylor Swift fans are flooding Kim Kardashian's Instagram comments with snake emojis. Are you Team Taylor or Team Kim? Let me know in the comments below. You know who else has tested the patience of Taylor Swift fans these last few weeks? Omid Scobie. As if there weren't enough drama surrounding Endgame, Scobes is getting a swift kick in the rear for what some fans deem unconscious lias. Omid claims within the pages of Endgame that Taylor Swift rebuffed an invite to perform at King Charles's coronation. Fact check, it was actually Meghan that was denied by Tay-Tay. In a Daily Mail article titled, Taylor Swift fans are left fuming as biographer Omid Scobie claims pop star snubbed invite to perform at King Charles's coronation in his controversial book Endgame, Taylor fans took aim at Omid's claims. One outraged fan wrote on Twitter, look at this utterly shameless lying. Taylor Swift was in the middle of her Eras tour. I was at the Nashville show the night of the coronation. Another tweet cautioned, he really, really, really doesn't want to start with Taylor. He thought the royal family was tough. He hasn't seen what enraged Swifties can do. Should have asked somebody, dude. One Taylor fan savagely tweeted, Omid Scobie didn't learn to never annoy the Swifties or to always tell the truth. It's really stupid to lie about an easily checked fact. And to that, I would say, Omid's Google is probably just as broken as his moral compass. More and more rumors are swirling about the impact Endgame could ultimately have on the Duke and Duchess of Drama. The Daily Express reports Meghan Markle's Hollywood comeback in Jeopardy as talent agency mulls over Endgame fallout. A PR expert says Meghan's silence in association with the book could appear as guilt by association, potentially tarnishing her reputation and affecting the standing of her talent agency. With the negative press surrounding Omid's Endgame, the expert said Meghan might seem too hot to handle for brands or professional associates. The New York Post claims that William Morris Endeavor is horrified by the fallout, and an anonymous source told the Daily Mirror that WME is frustrated by the ongoing controversies. Critics say that Meghan's association with Omid and Endgame, they both deny by the way, might prove detrimental to her career trajectory, especially when there seems to be so much animosity towards the British royal family. Speaking of Meghan's in-laws, want to go back in time with me? This week's Royal Rewind might give you whiplash. Someone forward this to Meghan as it could be the first actual example of unconscious bias when it comes to a royal baby. On July 16th, 2013, CNN, yes, CNN senior medical correspondent Elizabeth Cohen wrote an article titled, What and Who Will the Royal Baby Look Like? Oh my God, I'm already offended. The article states, whenever a new baby is on the way, the family can't help but speculate on what the little one might look like. When the new arrival is the future king or queen of England, more than just the family wants to know. CNN predicts, whatever happens, this baby might stand out genetically among royals because his mother is the first commoner to marry into the royal family since the 17th century. Now hold on to your Meghan Markle stress stickers, because CNN goes on to say, Katherine's commoner genes might lead to a somewhat darker-skinned baby. The royals, he explained, are pretty pale. Katherine's skin has a considerably more olive tone, and the baby will likely be somewhere between the two, but more like Katherine because her genes are dominant over lighter ones. The article says the odds are the child will have darker skin color than the royals might be used to. Now, we can't afford the rights to the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme song here, but I just want you to imagine it playing over my blank expression, like capital WTF. If Meghan weren't so self-consumed, sensitive, and in perpetual victim mode, she would understand that Katherine has had to face very similar obstacles. The only difference is that Katherine perseveres and isn't a quitter. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go get my Katherine Christmas sweater on for my Katherine Christmas concert. I'm back in my Katherine Christmas sweater. Happy holidays.